Whew. We told you earlier that we had, for the first time in a long, long time, we're going to see Jerry the King Lawler. There, of course, as you're well aware, that when Jerry Jarrett was running the office and all, he had a running feud with Jerry Lawler. They have had difficult contract negotiations. Lawler has been without a contract. I think most of you know also that Lawler broke his leg much earlier in the year, late January or early February, been out for several months now. He has been kind of in limbo. We've had a million people asking questions, is Lawler going to come back, what, and so on and so forth. Okay, we have our championship wrestling cameras were available when the former CWA World Heavyweight Champion, Jerry the King Lawler, got together with promoter Eddie Marlin. Let's look in and see this one as Jerry Lawler and Eddie Marlin were discussing.
Well, you're happy. It's like Christmas morning to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I'll have to tell you. Yeah, I've been working on this ever since I took this job, Jerry, and I'm really happy, and I'm sure all the fans are.
Well, you ought to be in line for a raise or something now, because you see, you have accomplished what Jarrett could never do. Get my name on a contract. You know why, Ed? Because you're easy to do business with. A man comes to my house. You don't make me go into an office. You bring the contract out here. You don't make all of these crazy demands. When I want money, you're right there with it. I like you, Ed. You and I are gonna be all right. You see.
That's good.
Okay. I want you to stick around because I got a couple things I want to say. First of all, to the fans, I want to thank a lot of people. And I know this will be hard for a lot of people to believe, and you, Ed, but I did get some get well wishes, some cards and telegrams and letters. I want to thank all the people that sent me those. And I want to say that it feels kind of funny being out here to do an interview. I haven't done one in a long time, and everybody knows that I got my leg broken playing football. Not in the ring. Maybe it was a crazy thing to do, but it's something I've always enjoyed doing. I'll probably play football again. So I'm not out here to say I'm going to get even with anybody for breaking my leg. But I do have a few things to say to some people about what went on after I broke my leg. And first of all, I want to talk to Mr. Jimmy Hart. Now, Jimmy, I don't know how good your memory is, but Mine's pretty good. And I can remember taking you out of some of these dive nightclubs in Memphis where you were playing for drinks, buddy. And I took you and I let you stooge around for me and drive me around, and I made you a living. Well, I went out and I got my leg broken, and I wasn't even in the hospital good. And I turned on that TV, and what I saw made me sick. Because here was Mr. Jimmy Hart, right on there crowning himself a new king with my crown. And he was saying things like, what do you do with a horse that breaks his leg? You shoot him. Well, let me tell you something, Jimmy Hart. This is one horse that hadn't run his last race yet. So I got a little stipulation in this contract I just signed. And one thing it says in there, that this coming week, Monday night, I'm going to have myself a front row center ringside seat. Right there real close to you, Jimmy. You see, I've been thinking a lot about you, boy. I thought about you every day since I got my leg broke. And now I'm going to let you think about me a little bit. Because I'm going to tell you this, Jimmy Hart. When I'm ready, and this is what you got to think about, because I may be ready right now, and I may not be. You just think about that. But when I'm ready, you're going to the hospital, punk. You're going right in there where I was. Now you think about that, Hart, because I'm going to be there Monday night sitting right in that seat. And I may be ready. So you just think about that. Now I want to talk for a minute to Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering. You know, they say impersonation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, let me tell you something, punk. When it's somebody like you impersonating you, it's an insult. Because when it comes to wrestling, you're not even fit to lace my boots, Ellering. So I don't need somebody like you running around Memphis calling himself the king and trying to act like me. So I'm telling you, when I'm ready, Ellering, I'm going to get you and I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to take my belt and I'm going to take a look at it. And if there's one scratch on it when I beat you, Ellering, if there's one scratch on that southern belt, then you're going to the hospital. And now I got one other thing to say to old Handsome Jimmy. Handsome, you got something of mine. I think you know what it is. You got my crown, Handsome, and I tell you what, like I said, I'm going to be sitting there front row ringside Monday night. Now, when they play your little song and you come boogieing out to that ring with my crown, all you got to do is boogie right over there and hand it back to me, and me and you are slick. But if you don't, Handsome, if you don't give me back my crown, then me and you are going to go round and round. So that's all I got to say. I'll see you folks down there Monday night.
You and me against the world, but forget the you. It's just me against the world. Lawler, well, that's the way he is. He's able to articulate and tell you what he's got to say. Jerry the King Lawler, who is now officially signed the contract with promoter Eddie Marlin, and whenever it allows, and there, he, as he indicated in there, and I don't know when he's going to be ready. He will be at ringside, however, and I'm sure that will cause some concern with a lot of folks. Jerry Lawler, we expect to see him back in action before long. We'll have some more action coming up here in just a minute, too.